It has begun. And to be specific, what I really mean to say is people are starting to lose their minds. And I'm going to go into great detail in terms of what I mean because folks are trying to steal my clients' deposits. And folks are trying to cancel contracts on the day of closing. But before I tell you all of those crazy horror stories that are predictable, because as people start to feel panic and uncertainty and fear, people make really bad choices and decisions which have long-term consequences, which eventually affect them negatively. But today, I'm also going to showcase Valencia Grand. And as you can see by this incredible entrance, which is a multi-million-dollar entrance, which features resort-style amenities and some of the most luxurious homes in this area. I'm really here to do a little bit of housekeeping in terms of client maintenance to show my clients who are under contract on new builds what the progress and what the status of their new builds are. And what you can see to my left is the clubhouse that they are building, which is going to be ridiculously nice, but it's a danger authorized construction personnel site, and I will not be welcome in there. So this is going to be a very short tour. Separately, down that street, which is where my client's home under construction is located, I will not be welcome. So what I'm going to do instead is pivot to model row, showcase what the model homes look like, showcase what the pricing on those homes look like, and give you an update in terms of what builders are doing in today's market. All right, I am at the sales center and I want to just showcase how many folks are here at the sales center on a, what is today? Tuesday? On a Tuesday afternoon. There's a lot of folks here. And what you can see in the background is a street of homes, which I will zoom in on, which are under construction and will be available for delivery relatively soon. And the good news is that with GL, a lot of these timelines have been expedited. And that is new because the supply chain had been constrained for so long. There were typically lots of delays. And currently, that does not seem to be the case, which is good if you're a builder. And if you've been watching for a while, you know that I've been talking about the fact that builders are about to make a fortune. And to be clear, they've already made a fortune. But the pipeline of easy money is going to continue because the supply of homes for sale that are available for resale is in steep decline. It is in short supply. And so builders like GL and Toll Brothers and Lennar and every other builder that exists in Florida are building like crazy anywhere they can, and they're increasing their lot premiums and their home prices exponentially because they control the inventory. Now, what you can see as I'm walking through the sales center is the site map. And I showed you the clubhouse, which is under development right now, or excuse me, under construction right now. This is a rendering of what it will look like in the future. And if you've seen any of my videos featuring GL communities, you know this is resort style living without the mandatory membership fees. And the site map over here is also very instructive because you can see what the site map looks like, what the lot premiums are, what's sold, what's upcoming, and what will be released soon. But I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time here. I'd rather show you the models and provide the most value for you. And behind me, you can see the Valencia Grand Design Center. When you go under contract and you've purchased the home, they will allocate time for you to come in and pick out all the custom finishes and finishings and design your home right on site. They make it very easy, very stress-free, and very convenient. But it's getting more and more expensive. Now, unfortunately, I forgot my sunglasses, and you might notice I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt. It's a bazillion degrees out. It is super hot. And frankly, I don't know if this lighting is very good for shooting video, but I'm going to roll with it because it's the best that we got for now. But I feel compelled to do a little bit of a public service announcement because the truth is, if you live in Florida, you must wear sunscreen. And part of the reason why I'm wearing long sleeves is because I am susceptible to getting major skin damage. In fact, I just had a surgery which I thought was going to be minor. It ended up being more significant than I ever anticipated. And now I've got 10 new stitches on my arm. But I will be fine, and I'm very proactive. I'm just sharing with you that if you are living in Florida and you are smart, you must wear sunscreen. And I would suggest that you also visit the dermatologist regularly because an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. But let's go check out the Carmel model, which is 3 bedrooms, 4 baths with the club room and is 3,472 square feet under air, featuring 3-car garage. This house is ridiculous. Now, upon entry, you cannot help but notice that it's big, it's open, it's bright. And this house is decked to the nines. It is incredible. Look at this kitchen. No detail has been overlooked. And I've yet to meet anybody who I've shown these homes to that did not fall in love immediately. But it's impossible not to fall in love if you look at this backyard and this lake view. Because this is outdoor living at its finest. And of course, you are certainly going to pay a premium for this type of lot with lake view. And while I'm not one to normally tour a house and feature the commode, there it is. And this bathroom is decked out to the nines. It is modern, it's unbelievable, and so are the closets. Now, to be totally transparent and clear, this is a model home. And of course, it's decked out to the nines. But please bear in mind that if you are purchasing a home, it is not going to look anything like this. You are prepared to pay a hefty premium and have it professionally decorated. But this house is unbelievable. Now, that was the Carmel, but I want to show you the Napa because the Napa is also very, very nice. And the Napa features 4 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, a club room, and there's 3,176 square feet under air. And it's got 2 separate garages, 2-car garage and potentially a golf cart garage or potentially a room that you choose to optimize. Whatever you want, it's your house. And I've seen it done a variety of ways, but let's go check out this stunner because this one is unfreaking believable. And similar to the last, it's big, it's open, it's bright. The kitchen and the view of the pool and backyard is to die for. And to be abundantly clear, I don't want anybody to die for it. So if that's what you interpreted me to say, please know that's not what I mean. The house is simply gorgeous and designed for you to live the country club lifestyle without the country club fees. And gents, if you thought you got skimped in terms of the closet space, you didn't. That's for her shoes. This is for you. And if you're thinking about buying here, I can probably get you a deal on some blue shirts. I suspect I can get them to throw those in. And the bathroom is unbelievably nice too. And this outdoor living space is second to none. It's incredibly nice. And to be clear, I know I made a joke about them throwing in some blue shirts. I got bad news. Builders aren't throwing in anything these days. There are no incentives. They have complete control of supply, and they are maxing out that competitive advantage to the fullest. Which takes us to the Sonoma Stunner. And the Sonoma is 3 bedrooms, 3.5 baths with a club room, 3,245 square feet under air. Let's go check this puppy out. And the backyard and the outdoor living is incredible. And while these homes are incredibly nice, I can promise you the demand for these homes is off the charts because the resale market is non-existent. There are very few homes that are available for resale in 55 plus communities that resemble anything like this, and the builders know it. So they are making a fortune, and they're going to continue to make a fortune as the politicians continue to print money and play the games that they're playing with Fed rate pauses. And Big Papa Powell and his paws have just virtually guaranteed that the South Florida housing market skyrockets. And thank God I'm back in the car where I got some air conditioning, but things are getting very weird in the market right now. And what I mean by that is people are starting to freak out. And while builders have total control of the supply side and are absolutely capitalizing on that, they have a competitive edge because they are able to offer better financing terms than you would get on the open market. So many builders right now are offering 5% mortgage rates or in that ballpark to incentivize buyers to buy homes. Now, GL in this neighborhood is not one of them. I think they offer a $10,000 seller credit if you use them for title, but a $10,000 seller credit after they've jacked up the lot premium and the home price consecutively now for the last year and continue to jack up those prices and have a schedule to do that for the next year. 10K is kind of a drop in the bucket when you're building $1 million plus home. But GL builds a great product, and they're about to start a new community in Avenir. And I suspect the pricing in Avenir is going to be a little bit more affordable than it is in this community. And to be clear, this is a 55 plus community. The homes they're building in Avenir are not a 55 plus community, although there are 55 plus communities within Avenir. They're just different builders. And if you're interested in new construction anywhere in South Florida or really anywhere, please reach out because we would love to help and we will give you a competitive advantage. Because the builder sales team does not work for you, they work for the builder. Which takes me to the story that I teased at the beginning of this video, which is that they tried to steal my client's deposit. And let me clarify exactly what I mean, because I've highlighted this particular buyer a little bit over the course of the last few weeks. We have been shopping and hunting for a home in Boca Raton for a while, and we lost out on some contracts and we lost some. And the property that we won, frankly, he bought out of frustration because he was so frustrated with the process. And so he settled for a home that he wasn't 100% all in with. He liked it, but he didn't love it. And when I found out the listing agent was also the owner and investor of the property, and I learned that he was looking to make $200,000 in less than 12 months by slapping some lipstick on this pig of a house, while barely paying out a co-broke commission, which, to be clear, is his right and certainly did not dissuade me from going after this particular property, because frankly, I don't care about the commission. I care about my clients getting what they want. But after further review during the inspection period, it became pretty clear they didn't want this property. And so we canceled the contract. And the contract in Florida is written in a way that the buyer is protected. And if you send a cancellation of contract within your inspection contingency window, you get your money back, unless the seller refuses to sign that cancellation, in which case it will go to arbitration and they will lose, and that house will be tied up and unavailable for sale while it is tied up. So threatening to play the "I'm going to steal your deposit" game is not in their best interest, because they will lose and we will ensure they cannot sell it. But they threaten to play the game anyhow. And they flexed like they wanted to steal my client's deposit, which is terrifying to the client. It's terrifying to the buyer. It's terrifying to most agents. It's not terrifying to me because I know for certain there's not a snowball shot in hell that that's ever going to happen on my watch. But yet the investor agent owner tried to bully me into submission, which, as you might guess, did not get very far. And after a little bit of threatening conversation and some consultation with my legal team, we got my client their money back. And the good news is we immediately found their dream home and dream lifestyle in Boynton Beach. And everything happens for a reason, because the home that they are now under contract on is so much nicer than the home we were under contract for in Boca. And I got news for that particular seller. The odds of him getting what he wants for that home in the condition it's in is about 0%. But the one thing I can guarantee is there's 0% chance that I will ever do business with that particular agent again. Now, I hope you found this content valuable, and if you did, please subscribe to the channel. If you're thinking about buying or selling anywhere, please reach out, because we would love to help. Check me out on Twitter, where I can never be censored. And most importantly, follow me on Patreon, where I go off about everything that will likely get me deplatformed on this channel. And check out my next video, because I suspect you will love it a lot. And until next time,